I'm Stan Horner-Gold. I'm a director of the Marstan Group. We're trying to provide online information, particularly for small businesses.
So, who is your ideal? At what point are these new and sort of growing businesses? Like, who are you? Who is your target audience with this?
We think almost every business. There are 4.7 million small businesses in this country. That's 93% of the total of companies. We think whether somebody's either a start-up or has been going in business for a few years, there's lots of things that they can do to boost their performance. And by that we mean really increase both their overall turnover, but most particularly on the profit.
And how can they do that?
I think two things really. One is that they should be looking to significantly increase their marketing capabilities, and secondly to run the business in a way that makes it more profitable. So for example, if you have a business which has £100,000 turnover and costs of 90%, then they're going to have a 10% profit. If you increase your marketing effort enough to just push up your margin by 5% or turnover by 5%, and reduce your cost by just 5%, then all of a sudden you've almost doubled your profit. You've gone from 10% to 19.5%. And we know of very few businesses that can't get that small increase in their marketing effort and that small saving in costs. In fact, a lot of people have done that over the last 2 years. The trick, I think, is to find the many different ways in which you can look at the components of a business to achieve that increase in performance.
So how are you getting this information across to small business people?
The main thing for us is we want everything to be available online, rather than us taking the time to distribute books. We want everything to be immediately accessible. So we have an online website where you can go and get the basics of business or change management, project management, and indeed how to develop as both a manager and a leader, which we think is all part of the process of improving performance of a business. So we're trying to say, here is how you should run a business. This is how breaking down a business into 6 main components, and then we're taking people through ways in which they can do that very easily. The trick for us is that we think that small businesses are very poor as far as time is concerned. So what we want to do is to present something which doesn't take a long time to read, but significantly advances the knowledge and gives some very practical advice about things that can be done and done today and tomorrow, rather than in several months' time, to improve every aspect of running a business.
Why are you so keen to help small businesses?
Because they make up 93% of the number of companies in the economy, and they are just short of 50% of the economy. If we could boost every business's performance by 10 or 15%, which is a fairly modest target, then the benefits for everybody are very significant. It's good for their customers, it's good for them as businesses, and in fact it's good for the economy of the country as a whole. So if we look at ways in which we can just keep month by month improving people's performance, then for us that's really the best way of anybody making progress.
You said you've got all this information up online. Just for our viewers, I suppose, of this video, what are a few key things that they'll find when they come and have a look that would really help them boost their own business?
It's a growing resource rather than a completed resource. I think the main ones as far as business management are concerned, because there's also an extensive section on project management and change management. For business management, I think the key things are, first of all, getting the basics of business right. So there is an introduction to business management. It breaks it down into the 6 main headings, so it will start with strategy and business planning, goes on through finance, the management of finance, marketing, sales and PR, HR management, people management. So it's going through every aspect of business. Most of that is there already. We're developing currently much more advanced modules on finance in detail. These are almost the master classes of what's happening. We provide a monthly newsletter which takes people through events in the news and management lessons that might be drawn from them. And that could be anything from major political situations like the unrest in the Middle East, or it can be a business story and very much a financial story. We give people therefore management lessons on those things. We show them how to manage the business through having apps of the week, ways in which people can provide themselves with all of the tools that they need to manage a business more easily. Because it's not just about profit, it's about lifestyle as well. And a small business owner is really pushed for time. They'll do their work during the day, they'll do their finances in the evening, and they'll do marketing whenever they can do their marketing. So we're trying to find all sorts of ways in which we can help them. But if you come onto the website, then you'll find all of the basics of business. They're free. There are guides which will take you through each of the main subject headings. You'll see for sale other people's books. We like to bring other people's expertise in. So it's a really major management resource, but it's growing every day. We're constantly developing new modules ourselves, and we're constantly inviting other guest writers to come on, or and spotting authors all over the place.
Just quickly, can you give us a bit of a quick background of yourself and Marstan Group generally?
I started life as a quantity surveyor, which is probably one of the most misunderstood professions in the country, a building economist in other words. So I've been used to running projects for clients and also running my own businesses. So all of the management expertise we have comes through that experience. So I developed as a management consultant. The Marstan Group is a small core of people with management expertise, and what we're really trying to do is to make sure that taps into a wide network of expertise for the benefit of small businesses. Yes, our website address is www.marstangroup.com. We're very happy for people with the small businesses to come on there, have a good look around our site. We strongly suggest that on the front page where you sign up for a newsletter, because there's a lot of detail in there, and there'll be a growing resource of new apps and information, both from us and from our wider network of associates.